From one user turning $500 into $55,000 in just 4 days, to another losing $110,000 in a single afternoon, and writing a literal Grinch-style poem about Trump stealing their Christmas, we're going to break down the most unhinged Wall Street Bets trades of March. Buckle up, Degens. It's time to celebrate the galaxy brain plays and financial seppuku that make this subreddit the internet's premier destination for financial trauma. This is the Federation of Unusual Degens. And if you enjoy watching strangers lose their life savings faster than you can say, margin call, smash that subscribe button. Let's kick things off with u/CabbagesWazir, who posted Trump Gots Me Good with a screenshot showing their account down $110,663 in a single day. Their portfolio sits at a still respectable $298,308, but that red cliff on their chart is steeper than the learning curve for options trading. From the looks of it, our cabbage friend bet against the Trump trade and got absolutely steamrolled when the market decided that, yes, the orange man is indeed still good for stonks. Nothing like losing 6 figures to political market sentiment while the rest of the country debates policy. On Wall Street Bets, we don't vote with ballots. We vote with FDs. Meanwhile, u/ViraliaTube deserves a moment of silence after posting what might be the most relatable lost porn for college students everywhere. Their post-college student loses everything earned over 2 years in a week, showcases a portfolio worth $2,533, and 28 cents after losing a staggering 89.97% of their money. That's $22,716 down the drain, or about 4,543 packages of ramen noodles. And the comments? Absolutely savage. Top commenter u/KingYusei didn't hold back with the elegant critique, "You fucking donkey." Below that, u/Tomato Specialist 6879 breaks down the technical analysis. You bought calls when it was crashing and switched to puts when it started going up. You are indeed a donkey. At least they'll graduate with a degree in How Not to Trade 101. But not everyone's eating ramen this month. Some Degens are dining on premium tendies, like u/Dondeas Mikasa, who posted the legendary TSLA puts 90K to 609K gain. This absolute Chad bought Tesla puts and hit the jackpot when Elon's car company took a nosedive. Looking at their positions, they've got a mix of Tesla puts across different dates and strikes, all printing harder than Jerome Powell on a Monday morning. A particularly juicy 194,687 position showing a 168% gain proves that sometimes betting against Elon pays better than working for him. If this post doesn't make you want to YOLO your life savings into out-of-the-money Tesla puts, then congrats. You still have functioning risk management. Speaking of lottery tickets, u/CrunchyPie, one posted, turned $100 into $17,000 thanks to the orange man showing what happens when poverty meets perfect timing. Our man CrunchyPie says, I am poor. Like really poor. Live paycheck to paycheck. I've been full bear since 2022. After buying weekly FAR OTM, puts on Nvidia and waking up to a 300% gain in a single day, they've temporarily escaped the wage cage. But in true WSB fashion, instead of securing their financial future, they immediately took my profits and bought UVIX since options are way overpriced. Some people just can't stop degening, even when they hit it big. Can't wait to see their back to $100 post next month. The most, wait what? Post comes from u/doubleskew with forgot I bought long-dated puts at the top, logged in to find a singular put worth over $100,000. Imagine forgetting you made a trade and then discovering you're up 254%. This mad lad bought 7 SPY December 2025, 605.00 puts back in January and just forgot about them. When they finally logged back in, they found their $19,841 investment had turned into $70,304. That's the investing equivalent of finding a $20 bill in your winter coat pocket, except it's enough to buy a Tesla. This is the kind of set it and forget it investing strategy financial advisors wish they could recommend, but legally can't. For every double skew who accidentally makes bank, there's a U/Pleasant Swim 9921 declaring, "I'm officially bankrupt today," after losing 90.66% of their portfolio. Their account shows $12,388 remaining after what appears to be a slow, agonizing financial death, followed by a sudden cliff dive. In the comments, they explain they bought calls on Nike right before it tanked, wiping out 5 years of savings. Their solution: "I think I'm just gonna buy MSFT tomorrow and hold." Nothing like going from options gambling straight to the investment equivalent of crawling back to your ex. WallStreetBets isn't just about the size of gains and losses, it's about the velocity. Take U/Life is yours. Live It, who shared lost $7,200 in TSLA in 28 minutes. This speed run to poverty started at 10:19 a.m. when they tried to buy 60 contracts of TSLA, 240 puts, but canceled when the order wouldn't fill. By 10:47 a.m., they bought 32 contracts of TSLA, 235 puts at $279 per contract, and Tesla immediately skyrocketed. By 11:17 a.m., they panic sold for $54 per contract. That's a $7,200 loss, faster than most people's lunch breaks. They conclude with, "Tesla has beaten me down in the equity in my Model 3 performance, in the stock market, and now in the form of options. I hate you, Tesla." Imagine being bullish enough on a company to buy their car, but bearish enough to bet against them, then losing both ways. That's talent. But not everyone is destroying their portfolio at warp speed. Some are building it just as fast, like U/Tripstar, who posted taking $500 to $55,000 in 4 trading days. Their screenshot shows a portfolio worth $55,507 after gaining $55,006, a crazy 11,001% gain in just 1 week. Even more impressive, they casually drop, holding overnight like all good degens. Also, I hope you all have a great week. Kiss your loved ones. This is just money. You matter. This philosophical approach to gambling is what separates the true WSB veterans from the amateurs. They've seen enough accounts go to zero to know that eventually it all turns to dust. Might as well enjoy the ride and keep some perspective. Similarly, U/Broken B3AR claims they went from $800 to $100,000 in 3 months, starting over again with $500. First profit locked today. Their account shows a modest 435% gain. They claim they pulled out all their profits and are now working their way back up. Either they've mastered the art of compounding small gains, or they're the most successful creative fiction writer on the subreddit. Either way, they've got the WSB community hooked on their trading storyline. Sometimes WSB users accidentally become market prophets, like U/Onomixed, who posted Nike puts, 1,629% gain after buying cheap-ass NKE puts at 0.23 as a proxy for incoming tariffs for Vietnam. Their screenshot shows a $3,947 gain, a whopping 1,629% on Nike puts. The kicker? I was absolutely regarded thinking that tariffs would announced at market opening on April 2nd, So I bought them on April 1st only to see them go down like 50% next day. I could have doubled my gains. Well, once a regard, forever a regard. Even when they win, they find a way to regret not winning more. That's the WSB mentality, turning a 16 times gain into a missed opportunity. On the other end of the spectrum is the absolutely poetic loss shared by you/BadOpen 999. 110K loss in just one day. Mr. Trump stole my Christmas. Instead of just posting their catastrophic loss, they included a full Dr. Seuss-style poem ranting about Trump. Choice lines include, "You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel," and "You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile." Nothing processes financial trauma quite like children's book-style poetry. Their screenshot shows an unrealized loss of $335,397, proving that sometimes the market can hurt you so badly that you turn into a playground insult generator. And finally, we have you/swimmingtourist5632, who simply titled their post, "I'm fucked." Their account balance, $9.30 after losing their last $4,000 on SPY puts. Blew my last $4,000 on SPY puts and lost $23,000 hoping for an intraday bounce one day too early, then bought puts when it went up for 3 days. I'm completely broke now. What's more depressing than the $9.30 balance is the Robinhood notification cheerfully suggesting they deposit funds to buy more stocks. Even the app knows they're a hopeless addict. So what pearls of wisdom can we extract from March's trading madness? Absolutely nothing you'll actually use. We've seen people turn lunch money into down payments and retirement accounts into lunch money. We've witnessed accidental millionaires and intentional bankruptcies. If you're looking for a moral to this story, here it is. The market doesn't care about your feelings, your research, or your student loans. It will happily take your money or give you someone else's with equal indifference. The only consistent pattern is that most WSB users will keep trading regardless of outcome, whether they're up 11,000% or down to their last $9.30. So what will April bring for our brave financial daredevils? More of the same, just with different tickers and even more unhinged strategies. If this video made you feel better about your own trading decisions, smash that like button. If it gave you terrible ideas for your next play, hit subscribe so I can cover your loss porn next month. This is the Federation of Unusual Degens, signing off until the next financial catastrophe. May your options expire in the money and your margin calls never arrive.